Ravi is calling us from Hyderabad. Hi, Ravi. How can we help you today?
Very good morning to all of you.
Good morning to you as well.
Yeah, just I have a query regarding Tata Power.
Okay.
So is it good time to buy Tata Power? And my time horizon is around 6 to 8 months. I can hold for 6 to 8 months.
So 6 to 8 months. So basically on the pricing, I will go back to you, Kush, on this one. Posted its results earlier in the week, and at least fundamentally, it was a beat on the EBITDA margin front, and the PAT number was better than expected as well. But on the charts, I heard somebody this morning, I cannot recall who, that had a buy recommendation based on the charts. Do you think that it's looking positive as well?
It's starting to turn positive, Alex. Again, not a very aggressive buy on this one. I think one of the reasons for turning constructive on this one is that it's the third session that the stock is holding up above the 20-day moving average, which typically tends to be the first test, of any kind of recovery that is underway. So yes, you can consider buying. The risk reward ratio is extremely favorable, especially given the time frame that he has. What I would suggest is buy this, but with a tight stop loss near the 350 mark. That's where the stock has taken support multiple times. Now on the upside, you're looking at targets of 385, and once that is taken out, perhaps even a 400 plus kind of a level as well. So the risk reward ratio is quite attractive. For the last month or so, the stock's actually holding ground, in fact gaining some ground. So there are positives to this one. So purely from the fact that the stock's actually now attempting this recovery, and it's got a good base in place with a stop loss around the 350 mark, not a bad idea for this kind of a risk reward ratio for him to go ahead and buy this.
Okay. All right. So it's positive view on Tata Power that Kush has. Let's talk about the next one. We've got Chandan Jain from Hubli, Karnataka, who's writing in about a company called KRN Heat Exchanger. He's got an allocation during the IPO. He's wondering whether to hold or book profit. By the way, in case you were wondering about this company, it is in fact in the business of supplying heat exchangers and related thermal solutions. If you were wondering about what that is, it's a company that caters to sectors such as oil and gas, as well as chemical processing and power generation, as well as refrigeration. Interesting space that it's currently playing in, and the stock is up about 10% or so as things stand right now. Shahina, if you had a view on the IPO, and if somebody's got an allocation, would you book right now or would you hold for the long term?
Well, I don't have a view on it, but there seems to be a lot of buying coming into the stock. That's all I can say.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that Kush is not going to have a view on this. Kush, am I right?
Fairly limited data, but as Shaina said, that the trajectory from a near-term perspective looks upwards.
Okay. All right. So unfortunately, we can't get you a view on this. I will have to circle back at some point and see if we can get you a view on that later. But we've got our next caller, Nikhil Thakre. Okay, you got to get the spelling right so that I can get the name right. Nikhil, is that how you say your name? Nikhil Thakre?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Nikhil Thakre.
Okay.
Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
My
where
question,
where in Maharashtra are you tuning in from first, Nikhil?
I'm from Yavatmal.
Yavatmal. Okay, fantastic.
Yes.
How can I help you today?
Yeah, I have bought Bharat Electronics at 290, around 1,000 shares. So I just have to know that shall I hold it, or is there something that I can, sell it?
Hold or sell on BEL.
Yes.
Why did you buy though? What was the reason?
I have, go with the analysis that the Q3 is good as far as the last concern, and the fundamentals I have taken it very good. That is the reason I have,
Very good reasons, but how long can you hold, Nikhil? What was the idea when you bought?
Yeah, I can hold it, for at least 2 months or 3 months, but I just wanted to know, is there something, fluctuate or the correct, that the fluctuation will get correct in meanwhile or not.
Okay, fair point. All right, so you're looking for a view on the technicals. Kush, I'm coming back to you on BEL. The stock is currently trading below the buy price at 283, but it's very close. What are the prospects on the charts?
So I think the stock that Nikhil has picked is the right one in this space, because
Spelling
a lot of other
wrong
names, so if you see the other stocks, then they've not actually had the kind of stability that BEL has. But from a 2 to 3 month perspective, I'm afraid the stock actually lacks momentum and has resistances near the 295 and about 305 kind of zones. So while it's not a very deep loss and the structure is not too bad, I would suggest 275 as a stop loss. And once the stock comes close to your buying price or maybe slightly above, Nikhil, it's not a bad idea to exit, just because from a 2 to 3 month perspective, I think you're looking mainly towards momentum, and this stock for the last 6 odd months or so has actually lacked that. So you may not perhaps incur a loss. 275 is the stop loss that you keep, and close to your buying price or just above it might not be a bad idea to exit.